Welcome to the 2010 Candidate Forums featuring elections for local, state, and congressional offices, recorded live from the B.W. Simpkins Center at BCC's Cocoa campus. These forums are made possible through a partnership between Brevard Community College, Florida Today, the League of Women Voters, and the Space Coast Tiger Bay Club. And now, tonight's forum.
Good evening and welcome to this, the fifth in a series of candidate forums here in the B.W. Simpkins Fine Arts Auditorium at Brevard Community College's Cocoa campus. I'm J.B. Comp, President-elect of Tiger Bay Club, and we're in partnership with BCC, Florida Today, and the Space Coast League of Women Voters to bring you these informative discussions. Tonight we'll be featuring the three candidates for District 24 Florida State Senate. And before I introduce you to the candidates, let me explain the format for tonight's forum. There'll be a 2-minute opening statement by all three of our candidates, followed by questions from the audience, the live studio audience here in the B.W. Simpkins Auditorium. I'll direct those on a rotating basis to each of the candidates. They'll have a minute to respond to those questions and an optional 30-second rebuttal opportunity. Following the final candidate response, the candidates will be given a 1-minute closing statement opportunity. This question goes first now to Senator Altman. How do you feel about term limits? Are they working?
I believe that 8 years is probably not quite enough. We've had some resolutions that go to 12 years. So I support term limits, but 12 years might be a more reasonable number because we are a part-time legislature, we're a citizen legislature, and just about the time somebody gets up there and really understands the complexities of state government, they leave. So I think the term limits are good, but I think 8's a little too stringent. 12 would probably be healthier. What term limits have done is they've put lobbyists and special interests in more control. They've given staff more control, because they have the historic knowledge. It's really taking the power away from the people. Also, I've noticed term limits have actually had an opposite effect of the intended effect, that because so many members know that they're about to leave, they start thinking more of their next step rather than focusing on the job at hand. And we're seeing less opposition to incumbents because they know they'll be out in a few years, so they wait. And that's probably not healthy for the system as well.
You know, I go around this wonderful district door to door speaking to different voters about the possibility of voting for me, and what I hear about Senator Altman is maybe for term limits 2 years is enough. In addition, when we look at term limits, the real answer to term limits is you, the people. It is up to you to elect the officials that you want to have in office. You are the true term limit maker. Unfortunately, over the years, we've lost interest in politics as individuals. I'm new back into politics myself, and I am part of that problem. So in view of the fact that as people we don't always pay attention to politics, I do support term limits.
Term limits are always a sticky situation. Bart kind of stole my idea there with the fact that you all are the ultimate limiters in terms. It's because of our lack of participation that we've tried to, again, find a fix in a fundamental problem. And that fundamental problem is our involvement as we the people. So I guess until we fix that problem, we may have to have term limits. I would like to see a day when we're actually putting out numbers of 60, 70, 80% participation. And I guarantee you, if that many people were participating in the election process, there would be no question about term limits.
You have a chance at a 30-second rebuttal now.
Well, I want to make it clear, I do not support the 2-year term limit Bart wants to impose on me. So.
Bart?
Oh, well, I do.
This will go fast. Steve?
Yeah.
I'm with Bart on this one.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're with Bart on this one, too. This is